Give it up for Ryan Leavitt.
So they said in the event of a bear encounter, you're supposed to lay down. But what I'm wondering is, how the hell did we come across that information? Was it just generational trial and error of getting mauled by bears? Like, uh-oh, look, great, there's a bear. Try handstand. Oh, shit, that didn't work. Phil, do some karate. Okay, no, that was no good either. The first person to lie down when he saw a bear must have been a ballsy fucker. He must have been like, I am so unfrightened by this 800-pound creature. Let's just take a nap. So, could we please stop treating minimalists as enlightened, functional members of society? Folks, there are people in this world, and if you didn't know about it, then I'm sorry to bring it to your attention. There are people in this world, perhaps among us, who will use the washing machine as a hamper for their dirty laundry. That is the depth that minimalism can reach people. I mean, a hamper's like $6 at Walmart. Come on! That segment was sponsored by my roommate. We're going to game him into action tonight. We're not going to take him anymore. You hear me, Peter? No, but really, so they got all those TV shows, right, with the porters and helping them sort their shit out. But I think the monk with 7 worldly possessions in the abbey is just as mentally fucked as the hoarder who collects presidential wigs. Give me a TV show taking some of these Mary Kondo types apart, you know? I can hear the British narrator now, like, this is Amber. She owns 4-3 shirts and makes homemade Cadillac out of a leftover soft ramen bowl. Watch Amber, and instead of throwing out her banana peels, she forges a jacket for those cold winter months. She's cut off one butt cheek to consume breaking her back for a few overly platters. So I love living in New Orleans. Only, there's a couple things you gotta accept about the place. Like, one, if you gotta live here, you gotta accept the fact that no matter where you are in the city, you're always at least 8 minutes away from being murdered. It is a 24/7 psychological thriller out there. But I think my favorite part of the city overall is that when this whole mono-mythological, heteronormative, capitalist, Jordan Peterson adult society ends, because as you know, humanity is in Act 3 of 3, right? We gotta be. The roaring 20s, this is not. Actually, I suppose we call this decade, the one we're living through now, the sagging 20s. Yeah, it feels right, doesn't it? But so, when the world does end, it's going to happen in New Orleans first. I mean, consider the infrastructure, the architecture. Very halfway gone. It makes me think we need a more accurate, updated tourist slogan like, New Orleans, future home of the Atlantic Ocean. Alright, let's see, what else we got? I got one more minute here. It's a lot of little things these days about the world that just eat away at me, right? Stuff I had zero stake in. Like Chris Pratt Mario. Man, when that trailer dropped, it was like Nintendo Nerd 9/11. It makes you wonder where it's all going though, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta find the inspiration to go on wherever you can. As for me, I recently found my new life philosophy on the video shelf of a sex shop. Alright, look, I don't know what you guys are going through next, what trials and tribulations of the human condition have got you down. But what I'm about to tell you next is bound to turn your whole life around. It did for me, at least. Are you guys ready to hear what I feel the greatest porn title of all time? The title was, If My Back Goes Out, I've Got My Mouth. I mean, what more do you need, right? Forget the hang in there cat poster and fuck Tony Robbins. He's good to retire. That title is all I've ever needed to hear in my life to be content. It's true heart of the champion stuff. It's what Nike's been trying to say all along, hasn't it? Just been too timid. Well, I'll tell you now, if you're struggling tonight, if you don't feel that you can go any further, just steel yourself and think, if my back goes out, I've got my mouth. All right, everybody. Thank you very much.